Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a load, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all the big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.
World of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
All right, Wasted World of Sports. We are ready to go with our NRL Saturday. I almost said Friday. Anyway, look who has popped in to say hi. This one was barking all over the top of the last game. She just wanted her little spot in the limelight, I'm sure. Gamer Mel, ahoy there, how are you doing? This one was barking all through the last stream. Hammer, ahoy there, how are you going? Welcome along. So yeah, we thought we would give her her little time in the limelight, just like she likes. Duolingo, ahoy there. You still sound like a Pokemon to me. Hang on, No, I'm thinking... I think I made this mistake last time, yeah? I'm thinking of Duodos. Is that it? Duodos. Hammer, you're so happy to be a member. Not a problem. Well, speaking of members, Wasted Water Sports channel members, the All-Stars there. The squad's looking pretty full. I can only say thank you to each and every one of you out there. Oh, Duolingo's in language app. Okay, Jesus, I was a long way off then. I was a long way off. You know, my multilingual thing only extends as far as knowing how to say cheers in different languages. And I've forgotten a lot of it. We were doing quite well, actually. For quite a while there, we were doing quite well. Because I had, so obviously in Japanese, it's Kampai, yeah? Kampai. in Japanese. And Santé was one. Santé is one. I feel like that might be French. That sounds French, yeah? That sounds pretty French. Santé was one. Berselang is Indonesian. I know that. Berselang was a big one in Indonesian. Mabuhay, I think, was Tagalog, which is not quite cheers, but it was the closest thing to a Filipino cheers, I think, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, there were quite a few other ones out there as well. But anyway, Waste of Water Sports All-Stars, thank you so much for your support there. Clicking the join button. Hammer says, talking about members, I think the membership is going to be great. Yeah, I don't know. Really know, to be honest. Channel members, Gamer Mel. Gamer Mel's a channel member. Gamer Mel, is channel membership great? Or not? I'll tell you what will be great, though. This game should be great. Okay, we are missing Origin stars out the wazoo. Yeah? But it should still be a good game. I actually think the absence of the Origin supporters, the absence of the Origin players, in my opinion, actually brings this game nice and close. See, I think if all the Origin representatives were available, I feel like Brisbane probably win this game in a little bit of a canter. But the fact that there are so many Origin stars out, yeah, I feel like this game really evens up. I was torn who to pick. I've gone for the Broncos just because of the fact that it's at Suncorp. Home ground advantage and everything. So I'm leaning towards the Broncos in this one. I'm not sure if I'm comfortably enough out ahead on the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest to take the punt and go for the Dragons. We'll have to find out. So, yeah, okay. Gamer Mel says, yes, it is. Membership is good. So, there you go. M Buds. Ahoy there, M. Oh, what kind of buds? Marijuana buds? I mean, not that I advocate that. Are we talking about that sort of buds or buds as in buddies? Buds. Brisbane's going to win, though, says M. Hammer says, membership, can I also? I suppose. No one will be stopping you. Weed buds, yes! Ah, 420. All right, I'll calm down. Duolingo says, my friend likes the Bronx, and I always love to see him rage. Well, there you go. You know, my oftentimes co-host here on the Waste of Water Sports, big Broncos supporter. I know all about the rage. I know all about the Broncos' rage right now. They're not having a good season, are they? Currently sitting in 13th on the ladder. Can you believe that? Grand final last year. 13th on the ladder at the moment this year. Crazy. All right, I've got to look at the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest. Let's see. At the moment, I've gone Broncos. I just want to know if I've got the freedom to take a chance here. Do I dare take a chance on tipping the Dragons? See, I'm a big fan of Shane Flanagan. Bungholio, ahoy, mate. How are you doing? Shane Flanagan, of course, is responsible for my team's only premiership in the history of the club. So I'm a big fan. I feel like he could get the job done. Especially this understrength Broncos team, yes? But let's see. I want to see if... So I'm 2 points ahead on the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest. I'm now 3 points ahead. Okay. All right. Okay. The person behind me in the tipping went for Parramatta against the Titans. So I've now extended my lead out front to 3. I could, if I wanted to, take a chance here on the Dragons. Okay, M is saying don't change it. And M, Buds, and myself have just connected over marijuana. So I'm going to trust M and stick with the Broncos here at Suncorp. All right. We're going to stick with the Broncos here at Suncorp. Okay, so Discord. The game's on Discord for those that want to see it. I'm not really allowed to promote that, but I'm doing it anyway. Otherwise, let's hang here as this game's underway. And it was too late for me to change it anyway, so I wasn't able to change it. All we ask from the Discord is that you hop in onto the live streams and like the videos and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I'm not getting myself in trouble by announcing that. Bungholio, you tipped the Broncos, eh? There you go. So you changed. Hang on, you changed it up, or you were with the Broncos from the start? I was really torn on this one. I really was. Okay. Link. I'll share a link in the chat. And then we'll get down to Bizzo, as the Dragons do have the ball. Okay. Let's go. This game is off and running. Broncos have got through their set, got the kick away, and the Dragons have it up over halfway, 5th and last for them. Oh, just trying to make UFC change his tips. Smart. Smart man. See? Oh, yeah, see? This is what we were talking about. Yes, throw some red herrings out there. Throw some red herrings out. And you never know what could happen. I reckon you've got him covered, though, James, in all honesty. By the end of the year. Slow and steady wins the race. Isn't that what they say? Slow and steady wins the race. And, yeah, I don't know. UFC, God bless him, but UFC is just a bit too... UFC is just a bit too... like, people who trash talk in contests when they're so far behind, we obviously love our good mate UFC, but people who trash talk that much when they're so far behind, I have no faith that they're going to be doing well by the end of the year. So I feel like you'll overrun him by the back end of the year anyway, is what I'm saying. DJ Shaq, ahoy there, mate. Bowden Barrett. Oh, Bowden Barrett was the match winner for the All Blacks tonight. I talked relentlessly about it at the end of the stream. Mickey, official, ahoy there. How you doing, mate? Kick down for the Dragons as both teams now just feeling each other out here. To start this match, it should be a great game, this one. We'll turn our attention to this game because it should be a great contest. Dragons, Broncos, Origin Stars out, and that really evens it up for mine. Now, I've stuck with the Broncos. I've stayed true to the Broncos here at Suncorp, and we'll have to see what happens as Kobe Hetherington goes on a good run there, taking the Broncos into Dragons territory. Ezra Mam, he didn't want the ball. It's not my time, he says. Pops it back in field. 5th and last here in Rogers. Puts it high. Pressure on Sloan at the back. He is swallowed up there by Jordan Ricky. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that, Bungholio, but I do not know why Hammer is talking about being a member when, I mean, you can't lie about being a member because the badge displays next to your name, like DJ Shaq there. Sweaty Dens, ahoy there. Welcome along. As the Broncos now have the ball back. Tristan Saylor takes it at the back. 5 minutes of just raced by in this one. Up over halfway, Jensen. On tackle 4. Rogers switches direction. Willison almost catches them napping. 5th and last. Inside the 40 now, the Broncos. Back to Rogers for the high ball. Straight down the middle of the field. Sloan's under it, takes it well, but under pressure again. Held up and driven backwards in the tackle by Ricky. Quick play the ball. Here's Ravalawa. Jose Estrada, ahoy mate. How you doing? This has been an amazing start to the game, really, honestly. Like 6 minutes gone, nothing's happened. Like no mistake. Well, there's the first thing that's happened. Commentators curse all over that one. I've just said nothing has happened, and then a penalty. Immediately a penalty. Because I was just saying, like, there we go. Nothing had happened since kickoff. But now a penalty to the Dragons as they bring the ball out of territory. Commentators curse 101 right there. And the Dragons put it into touch up over the halfway line. First hit up there by Luciano Leilua. Yeah, this is not beer. No. This is a bit stronger than beer. Through the hands and now space down the left. And the Dragons are away. Molo steps back in field. He's over the line, Francis Molo. And he gets the ball to ground. And what a start for the Dragons at Fortress Suncorp. He screams at the crowd. A breath of fire. And it wasn't Francis Molo. It was Christian Tuipulotu, by the way. They kind of look the same, though. So forgive me. What a start here for the Dragons. Some weak edge defense from the Broncos. Try is confirmed by the bunker, and the Dragons lead 4-0. Oh, no. Oh, well, it's early days yet. Early days. Tuipulotu scores. Some expansive play. Now, this is what I was talking about at the top of the stream, though. Shane Flanagan is a fabulous coach. He really is. I would love to have Flano back at the Sharks. They've started this game extremely well. Conversion attempt from the sideline here. Speaking of Flanagan's, here is the coach's son. The coach's son, Kyle. Conversion unsuccessful. Oh, what have they got happening? What's happening in the pre-game entertainment in the rugby union? Conversion unsuccessful from the sideline by Kyle Flanagan, and it's 4 points to 0. Dragons, or should I say the Dargans? The Dargans over the Broncos. They will, of course, forever be the Dargans. Oh, the usual culture bollocks. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't even have it on. I'm so disinterested. I don't even have it on. And, like, we know that I'm a big rugby fan. But I'm just so disinterested. Mackenzie Jenkins! All right, I just got way too excited about that, didn't I? But it's always so nice to see, like, such a long time familiar name in the chat room. Penalty here to the Dragons. I don't want anyone to think I'm playing favorites here or anything, you know what I mean? Penalty here to the Dragons for inside the 10. And they are well on top here. I am really starting to regret my decision to not change my tip. They have started this game with a hiss and a roar, and then some. Breathing fire here at Suncorp are the St. George Dragons. Marshke, inside ball there to some guy. Dragons back on the attack though, Sewer. 10 meters out from the line now, Dragons. Tackle 3. In midfield is Marshke again. Out the back to Flanagan. Cut out pass and spilt by Sully. Moses Sully drops the ball cold. And the Broncos now getting a bit rolled up. There is Billy Walters in amongst it. A little bit of push and shove. A little bit of shirt grabbing going on out there. Of course, nobody's allowed to punch anybody anymore. And Sully with the spilt ball. Rather unnecessary from Billy Walters there, it must be said. Scrum down Broncos inside their 20. And a penalty on play 1. From the scrum, a penalty to the Broncos. Corey Oates looks confused about what's happened. You got a penalty, mate, is what happened. And the Broncos clear up to the St. George 40-meter line. And looking very lethargic. The big D in number 4. Looking very, very lethargic. It'll be interesting to see how he goes there in the number 4 jersey. Now, backline play from the Broncos. Sailor on to Staggs. Staggs steps back in field. One-on-one strip attempt there from Little. Staggs gets away. He's still going, Tony Staggs. 5 out from the line now. Big opportunity here for the home side. 6 again. Ezra Mam steps. He's wrapped up. Great one-on-one tackle there from Eisenhuth. 10 meters out from the line here. Billy Walters. There to Jensen. Tackle 2. A meter out from the post here. Stepping in field. Rogers goes on his own. Takes tackle 3. Quick play the ball. Another 6 again. Billy Walters from dummy half. He's over the line. Does he get it down? He thinks so. But then that doesn't mean anything because he's a proven liar, is Billy Walters. But we'll see. He seems pretty confident. It's gone up as a try for the Broncos, for Billy Walters. But it wouldn't be the first time that he's told us porkies. Billy Walters is a regular porcupine teller here on the streams. But it was Tony Staggs, the New South Welshman, setting up that play with a good run. And then Walters catches them napping from dummy half. Has he got the ball down? Billy Walters fights, scores the try. Okay, he is a notorious porky teller, Billy Walters, but he's telling the truth this time, and he gives Terrell Sloan a little shove as well to let him know about it for some reason, because I was the one who was questioning it, not Terrell Sloan. And of course, Alfie Langer's out on the field. Alfie wishes he was still playing. Laying down the law to the troops there, Alfie Langer. Yeah, she's good. She's good. She was around here somewhere earlier, but she seems to have wandered out of the studio now. Katoni Staggs from right in front puts the Broncos in the lead. 6 points to 4. 13 and a half minutes gone. And the Broncos lead. It's been a good start to this match. I mean, we were talking about it being a good game, so it has started well. Back underway. Dragons go deep with the kickoff. "20 out from their own line. There's Willison on a good charge. Takes 3 to bring him down. They shove his face in the turf to boot. Hetherington just short of the halfway line. Here's Tristan Saylor now taking the 5th and last hit up. Back it goes to Rogers for the kick. Puts it high. This is a good kick. Contestable. Sloan takes it. Ezra Mam times it to perfection. And that was a good hit. Dragons ball inside their own 20. Big defense from the Broncos. They are well and truly up for it. The home side. After a slow start. DeBellin plays it 40 out from their own line. Gets the ball away, and now it opens up for the Dragons. Marshke looks for support, can't find anybody. Well tackled there by Staggs at the back. Quick play the ball though, and that's surely a penalty to the Dragons and 10 in the bin. Oh, they're blowing up about it, the Broncos, but that is plain as day. Katoni Staggs, lazy defense around the play the ball area, and he has absolutely no choice but to go. It was a quick play the ball for the Dragons and potentially try time out to the left. And Katoni Staggs doesn't even make an attempt to mark up. Have a sit down, sir. This is a penalty right out in front. A gift 2 points if they want to take it and square this game up. Here's a question, Mackenzie. How long have you been following me? Bungholia says I'm pretty much furniture in the chat, aren't I, Dan? That is exactly the words I used to describe you in the last stream. So, yes. I don't know if you were there or not to hear it, but that is exactly what I called you. He's just a part of the furniture now there on top of the goalposts. Flanagan from right in front to tie this game up. Over it goes, and we are all locked up at 6 points all. It's funny though, because Mackenzie is just longing, hoping for a return to my old channels. I mean, which might happen, but honestly, it's not so much going to be a return to my old channels. We are going to turn Mackenzie into a fan of the footy. That's what's going to happen. That's just the way it's going to go. She's just got no choice. No choice in the matter. Ains Stainton. Ahoy there, mate. Go the Dragons. You're the best broadcaster on YouTube. Thank you so much. Very, very kind words. Dragons now into Broncos territory again here, late in the set. Fifth and last now as Sully takes the tackle. Back to Marshke, puts it high into the corner. Running forward to take it is Corey Oates, the veteran. And the Broncos have it back. 6 points all. Broncos with a man in the bin. Ezra Mam spots some space around the ruck. Got to be wary of that, the Dragons. He's a speedster. Up towards halfway they go now. Jensen is hit hard. A big one-on-one tackle from Francis Molo. That's the fifth and last. Rogers on the short side. It's a low, flat kick. Looking for the sideline, but it sits up for Sloan at the back. Sloan now eyes up his options. Can't get away from Xavier Willison. Ravalawa beats Billy Walters in a really piss-weak attempt at tackle, to be fair, from Billy Walters. And a penalty now to the Dragons, and Billy Walters has honestly got to watch himself here. It's a couple of times now he has blown up at the referee after a call to the Dragons, and he has got to be really careful. Say no, Mackenzie. To his last question, say no. Thank you. Inside the 30, the Dragons on the back of that penalty. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, James, honestly, I could blow the house down from inside with my snoring. Jesus Christ. It's like, little pig, let me in. No, I blow it down from the inside out. 5 out from the line now. Dragons on the attack. Flanagan to Marshke. Holds the pass up perfectly to Fangai. Can't get on the outside, though, of the defense. They're a metre short here, the Dragons. Fifth and last. Ravalawa from dummy half. Scores in the corner, Ravalawa. Welcome back, McKaylee. Oh, no try. It's gone up as no try, and it's called a held up. I thought for sure he'd score this. No, he's not happy, McKaylee. Ravalawa is not happy with himself here. He's gone from dummy half. And he's not got the ball down. He's got the ball down. Hey, why is he so upset? That's a try. Whoa. No, actually, I'm not so sure. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That first replay looked like a clear-cut try. No. Oh, God, excuse me. No, he has not got the ball down. Insufficient evidence to overturn, so it remains no try. Mackenzie, I would say if you want to jump onto a winning team straight away, I would go for the Panthers or the Storm. That'd be my thing. If you would prefer to go maybe more for like a toiling underdog. Maybe jump on the Bulldogs or the Warriors. If you'd like to go for a team that everybody hates, go for the Broncos. Yeah, it depends. It depends what you're looking for. But yeah, if you want to jump straight onto a winner, the Penrith Panthers, that'd be the team to go for. Tapped back here by Tristan Saylor for the Broncos. Fifth or last, that will be a handover ball. 6 points all here. Okay, so the Broncos are defending this period where they've got a man down, and they are doing it valiantly. Jose Estrada, who are we rooting for in this match? Okay, so I have tipped the Broncos. I've tipped the Broncos, but as we know, I would not at all be upset if the Broncos lose. I'm more than happy to lose a tip and see the Broncos fall over. But I have gone for the Broncos, and I do think the Broncos will win. Malcolm, ahoy there, mate. Mr. Ed's dead, ahoy. How are you, buddy? Oh, hey, Mr. Ed's dead. I would like to introduce you to Mackenzie Jenkins in the chat, yeah? Now, I feel like this is an area that you could help with, Mr. Ed's dead. Because Mackenzie is new to the NRL, yeah? Just like you were. And now she is asking, like, what team to support. And I've thrown a few options out there in a few different scenarios. But how did it work for you, Mr. Ed's dead? Mr. Ed's dead from America, unfamiliar with the sports until, following me over from the Intoxigamer channel, which, funnily enough, Mackenzie did also. Mackenzie, not a sports fan, just followed me over to the sports. How did you go about picking a team, Mr. Ed's dead? Just out of curiosity, because it might go away to help Mackenzie pick one. Fifth and last hit for the Broncos. They put it high down the middle of the field. Taken well by Sloan at the back. Wallabies have scored a length of the field try, apparently, and lead 7-0 over Wales. Stags has got 2 minutes left in the sin bin. I think ultimately it comes down to maybe just a mascot or a jersey design as well. It's like, oh, I like their colors. Or dogs. I like dogs, so I'll go for the Bulldogs. It could be as simple as that, Mackenzie. Yeah, so there we go. Mr. Ed's dead is a warrior. Picked the Warriors. It's a military thing. As a forward pass from dummy half. Gifts possession back to the Dragons here. Ezra Mam has gone goofed. From dummy half, a blatant forward pass there to the big D. Ezra Mam has not had his bananas before the match tonight. If I'm allowed to say that, I'm probably not. And talk about a gift of possession here to the Dragons. 20 out from the Broncos line midfield. They break from the scrum. What have the Raiders got to do with military, James? Through the hands, Flanagan pops it up. The short ball off the hip to Sully, and Sully beats the defense and goes straight through. A really poor effort from Jordan Ricky to score, and the Dragons take the lead. They are letting this Suncorp crowd know what's what as well. After every try, they are mouthing off up to the stands. I wasn't having a go at you, James. I was just asking a question. What do Raiders have to do with the military? I want to know your perspective. I was legitimately asking for clarification. I wasn't taking the piss. Mackenzie Jenkins, you did turn it on before, but you had no clue what was going on. Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to call the game. Clue you in. What is happening is the Dragons leading 10 points to 6 with the kick to come. Oh, man. Making me regret my decision to not switch to the Dragons last minute. Flanagan to put the Dragons out by a converted try. Moves in, strikes it. It's painfully close to the left upright, and it hooks out and misses. Flanagan has left his kicking boots back in Illawarra. 10 points to 6. Two tries to 1. Dragons should be ahead. Well, I mean, they are, but you know what I mean. They should be ahead by 2 points more, is what I'm saying. Well, 4 points more. Because they got a penalty goal. He's missed both conversions so far, Flanagan. Back underway. As we approach the halftime break. 13 minutes left. Yeah, it's all good, M. We can smoke and believe that the Broncos will get the job done at home. Medicinal for you, which is nice, just cause for me. Just because I like it. But they are certainly not traveling too well at the moment, the Broncos. And they spill the ball in the first tackle. Oh, my God. And now Dragons break away. Sully offloads to Tuipulotu, who surrenders in the tackle. A play, one error from the Broncos. And the Dragons now have it 20 metres out. Mackenzie Jenkins says, looking at the table right now, West Tigers are the worst. Yes. They are at the bottom. You want to go for teams that are a bit higher up than that. Anyone higher up than that would be good. Offloading back to Marshke now. The Dragons still on the attack. A couple of metres short of the Broncos line, looking to put more hurt on the home side. DeBellin in at first receiver. Flanagan with the cutout pass to Tuipulotu. Well read by Jesse Arthurs. And Arthurs and Staggs get across and shut down that play. Tuipulotu plays it 12 out on tackle 3. The far sideline. They bring it back into midfield and beyond. Sewer to Sloan, and Sloan is folded in half in a big hit by Oates, the veteran. Down the short side now. Marshke cuts back towards the post. Off the hip, there is DeBellin, I think it is, who's tackled. 10 out from the line on the 5th and last. They go left again. Flanagan grubbers into the end goal. It sits up at the back, and the Broncos have lost it forward. There's a lot to look at here. It's gone up as no try again for the Dragons, which is fair because I don't think it was a try, but we just need to look. Have the Broncos lost this forward? The ball just sort of sat up there at the back. The kick through from Flanagan was perfectly placed. Ricky and Staggs have gone back for it for the Broncos. Tui Pelotu, or is that Leilua there? Leilua has dived at the ball, missed it completely. He wasn't even within the same century as at attempting to ground that ball, Leilua. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. No try. Okay. J-Joe, ahoy, mate. Goal line dropout here for the Broncos. They go long. And Hame Sele brings it back for the Dragons. A traditional boot the leather off the ball, goal line dropout. I love it. It's what I like to see. Kick the leather off the bollocks of the thing. Through the hands now. Sloan now steps back in field. Dancing around in midfield. Tyrrell Sloan. Slow play the ball here. 6 again, surely. And it is 6 again for the Dragons. Sele in front of the posts on the crash ball. A metre out on the right-hand upright. Plays the ball. Little to Marshke. Inside ball there for Eisenhuth. Eisenhuth takes it half a metre out. Dragons still on the attack. Marshke wrapped up here by Ezra Mam. They've lost ground, but it's still tackles up their sleeve. Sewer to Flanagan. Flanagan hit hard in midfield. Driven backwards. They've lost more metres here, the Dragons. On the fourth. Lined up to the left, but DeBellin steps back right. Beats the first tackle, but he's brought down by Smoothie. Inside the 10 here. On the 5th and last. Flanagan. Harbour Bridge pass out to Tui Pelotu. Beats one. Steps back in field. Tui Pelotu drives over the line and grounds the ball for another Dragons try. Tui Pelotu had no right to score that. Leilua just sticks his hand in Tui Pelotu's mouth for some reason. That needs some explaining. I really don't know what that was all about. Tui Pelotu had no right to score that. They were lined up to the left here. Inside the 10, they play the ball. Marshke to Flanagan. Flanagan with the Harbour Bridge pass out to Tui Pelotu, who swivels back in field, twists in field, and drives through 3 defenders. A really piss-weak attempt at tackle from Katoni Staggs. And then Tristan Saylor had too much to do. Really, Staggs needed to make that hit one-on-one. But Staggs, Saylor, another Broncos defender there, and Tui Pelotu swivels around. Had no right to get the ball down, but still does. Staggs, Rogers, and Saylor. 3 Broncos defenders. He has powered over and planted it down in the corner. 3 Broncos defenders on him. They're all grabbing his arm. Three Broncos defenders all grabbing his arm, and they could not hold him up as the Dragons extend their lead. Flanagan from the sideline puts this one on target. Right down the middle it goes. And the Dragons lead this 16 points to 6. Of course, Mackenzie, you could just easily, like, pick a team of where I'm from. Okay, blue and gold, you like the colours, but that's Parramatta. But you might not be from Parramatta. I don't know. I've no idea where you're from. So, maybe, you know, maybe, oh no, the Dragons lose it on play 1, but they get a penalty. It's called a stripped ball. You know, if you're from Brisbane, you go for the Broncos, maybe, for example. If you're from the Gold Coast, say, you know, you go for the Titans. If you're from Redcliffe, you go for the Dolphins. If you're from Penrith, you go for the Panthers. If you're from Sydney, you go for the Roosters or the Rabbitohs. You see what I'm saying? Mitchell Vella Sport, ahoy, mates. Who did I tip for this game? Very, very goddamn unfortunately, I went for the Broncos. I'm starting to regret that decision now. Robert M says, if you're from below Rocky, you support the Broncos. I really do regret my tip, Stay Hunky, because I legitimately said it's a 50-50 game, this game. This is a 50-50 game. Flip a coin. Take your pick. And I decided to go with the home side. And anyway, long time to go. There's still a whole half of footy left. And 7 minutes left in this first half. But it is the Dragons with the ball. Oh, Storm from... Are the Storm any good? Okay. That is a question asked like a true new supporter. Yes, they're pretty good, Mackenzie. The Melbourne Storm are pretty good. Tristan Saylor spills it, and it's straight into the arms of Jaden Sewer, and Jaden Sewer will dive over and score, and the Dragons are putting on a clinic here at Suncorp. 20 points to 6, the kick to come. Are you joking me? The Broncos, grand finalists last year. This is incredible. Tristan Saylor with the mistake. Straight into the arms of Jaden Sewer, and it reaches out and plants it down on the try line. The Broncos, oh, they are in trouble. You're not from Melbourne though, are you, Mackenzie? Or have I just been horribly mistaken all these years? Oh, try confirmed. And the Dragons are... Oh, you are from Melbourne. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Why did I think you're not from Melbourne? Jeez. You'd think I should know that. Well, I would get... Yeah. Storm, then. Easy, Mackenzie. Easy. The Storm is your team. That's a no-brainer. The Melbourne Storm are your team. They have got some really beautiful purple outfits. Jerseys. They've got some really beautiful purple jerseys. That's your team. The Dragons are leading this 22 points to 6. Oh, there you go. Yeah, your brother go. Oh, God, you've got a brother as well? I didn't know that. How do I not know any of this stuff? This is actually unforgivable that I don't know any of this stuff about you. Okay, so you've got a brother who goes for the Storm. Well, and you're from Melbourne. It writes itself, Mackenzie. That's your team. I mean, unless you're just really like, I don't want to support anything my brother supports, then it's set in stone. You are a Melbourne Storm supporter. Done. Penalty for the Dragons. Oh, they are well on top here at Suncorp. What is going wrong with the Broncos in 2024? No, I'm sorry, Michelle. I thought, obviously mistakenly, as is typical form for us, I thought that this might be a better game. But at the moment, it's a bit of one-way traffic. It's a bit of a bloody demolition job. I really honestly thought that this would be the better of the two games. Sloan now through the hands now to Fangai. Marshke with the crossfield kick. Dragons numbers everywhere, but well done there, Tony Staggs, to take this one. Oh yeah, Michelle's a huge Storm supporter. She's got posters all over her wall of Cameron Munster in various states of undress. Big set of 6 defensively here for the Dragons. 5th and last. Inside their own 40, Broncos put the kick up. Ravalawa makes it difficult, but he does take it. A minute and a half. Oh, I might have shared the photo with her, James. Potentially. Up over halfway go the Dragons. Cut out pass from Leilua. Hits the chest of Tui Pelotu. Might have been slightly forward. Touchy didn't give a shit though. Flanagan to Marshke. Through the hands they go now. Sloan steps back in field, wrapped up by Pierre Corder. 5th and last. Last minute of this first half. Down the short side they go. Marshke now puts it high. Sailor takes it well at the back. Under a lot of pressure too, by the way, because he did drop a ball earlier. "30 seconds to go till the break. Here's the big D. Dummies goes on his own. Walters from dummy half spots some space, offloads. Back to the big D. Big D puts the step on. Runs out wide. Tries to go through, but they're up over halfway. 12 seconds to go in this first half. That's tackle 4. To Bow in midfield. To Ezra Mam. Cut out pass. Cuts out everybody. And over the sideline it goes. And that sums up the Broncos' first half, really. It sums up the Broncos' first half. It's been a pile of shit, is what it's been. 22 points to 6. The grand finalists from last season. They were 10 minutes away from winning the competition. Okay, they would have won the competition on the back of 74 home games at Suncorp in a row. But they were 10 minutes away from winning the premiership last year. And now they can't win a goddamn game. What is going on with the Broncos? The Dragons have come out and put on an absolute clinic in this first half, and they lead the Broncos 22 points to 6. And I'm just salty because I talked about it, and I talked about all the reasons, and I still didn't change my tip to the Dolphins. No, Dolphins? Okay, I officially don't know what I'm on about anymore. Dolphins? Where have I got the Dolphins from? I didn't change my tip to the Dragons. Even though I talked about all the reasons in the pregame why they would win, I still didn't change my tip to the Dragons. Bloody Dolphins. Where did I get that from? Mackenzie Jenkins says, Dan, don't tell me you go for the Broncos. No, I hate them. They're actually my most hated team in the entire competition, Mackenzie. Even though I live in Brisbane, essentially. All right, halftime here. 22 points to 6. Robert M. Second year in a row, Robert M. I believe that you have lost your second year in a row, Robert, that you've lost your login for the tipping contest. I mean, that's a pretty streak. You've got a streak going of your own there, mate. Honestly, look, I always give credit where credit is due. Robert would have easily, in a canter, in a cakewalk, in an absolute cakewalk, he would have won the tipping contest last year. But he lost his login. Like, he was a fair way out in front when he lost his login. And now he's lost his login again this year. My advice is you probably need to start writing this stuff down. All right, halftime here, 22 points to 6. The Dragons are leading the Broncos. Unbelievable. This Broncos team is a... Where's my mouse? There it is. I found my mouse. This Broncos team is a disgrace to Broncos history, says Edom Aquila. Mitchell Vella Sport around the ground says the Rugby, Australia 20, Wales 7. 9 minutes till half time. Demolition job over there as well. Wallabies over Wales. All right, halftime here. I'm going to have myself a quick break. And we'll be back after this. Or something. Or other.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and take pass last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a roll, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Ahoy, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah!
Oh, dear God. Wasted World of Sports, welcome back here to this. What is it, honestly? What is it that every time we talk about a game being good, who could have predicted this, though? Like, I thought for sure that the Dragons were a chance of winning this game. Winning this game so comprehensively? No, I didn't think. And Stanton says this Broncos team is a disgrace. Michelle says this Wasted World of Sports song has made me binge listen to Sum 41 so much lately, which is fantastic. There's definitely some Sum 41 in there. It was more, I was aiming more for a Dropkick Murphys, I suppose, style. Obviously to keep that connection with the drinking, but we did obviously, if you listen closely, we did certainly end up with a little bit of spillage from Blink 182 and yeah, some big Sum 41 in there as well. But mainly I was looking for a Dropkick Murphys connection. Richard Trainer says, Bungholio, you should use Tupperware. Keep your food more fresh. I don't know what's going on there. Some of you, okay, Michelle. I mean, take it with a grain of salt because Michelle loves Cameron Munster and the Melbourne Storm. But still, Michelle says some of you Broncos fans need to realise we don't make the 8 every year. And then she puts in brackets she's a Bronco fan, but she loves the Storm and Cameron Munster especially. As I said, she's got posters all over her room of Cameron Munster in various states of undress. Stay Hunky says Bronx comeback. Certainly not out of the question. Certainly not out of the question. 22 points to 6 is... look, if you get a roll on in rugby league... If you get a roll on in rugby league, it's not a big scoreline. We have seen moments where teams go back-to-back with tries. I mean, back-to-back with a couple of tries, right? It's 22-18. Yeah? I've gone for Manly tomorrow, Ains. I feel like that was a pretty easy one. Manly without Cherry Evans, obviously, for Origin duty. Who else is out for Manly? That's it, isn't it? Manly. Yeah, I think still Manly pretty easy in that one. Oh, yeah, Jake Trebojevic. Jakey Trebojevic out as well. What do you mean Trebojevic times 2? Turbo times 2. What the hell is Turbo times 2? I did forget about Jake Trebojevic, but that's pretty easy to do. God, I've got to charge up my mouse. Well, if he is, it's not for Origin duty, so... Which was specifically my point of conversation. I don't know, he might be. It wouldn't surprise me if he bloody got hurt again in his first game back. He's made of bloody matchsticks, isn't he? Poor Tommy. So, yeah, I'm not aware if he is out. I was only talking about Origin outs, of which Tommy Turbo is not one. All right, second half underway here. Broncos with first use of the ball. And they're up over halfway on tackle 4. Got to get themselves into attacking round. Okay, I think it's safe to say Broncos probably need to be first to score here in the second half. Rogers puts it high. Sloan moves forward, takes it well, crunched by Ezra in the tackle. Sloan bobbles the ball. Did he lose it? No, says the referee. Play on. Ravalawa runs straight over the top of the Big D. Oh, he has just bulldozed the Big D there. Just another human. Ahoy, mate. How are you doing? Dragons well on top here in this contest. They could essentially just control the second half as now. It opens up for Little. He offloads to Billy Walters. Billy Walters spills it, and it falls down for the Dragons. It's 6 again. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse for the Dragons here. Little had gone and goofed up and offloaded straight to Billy Walters, and Billy spills it and gives the Dragons 6 again. Like they needed it. Inside ball here for Murdoch Masilla, I think, is out on the field. How did he get activated? Sele now to Flanagan. They lure the pass to Tui Pelotu, and Tui Pelotu gets another. Oh, that's the game. That's the game. I didn't change my tip to the Dragons. Isn't this just so goddamn typical? This is so typical. Honestly, we talked all about it in the pregame. All the reasons why the Dragons are a red-hot chance here of winning this game, and that still wasn't enough for me to change my tip. We spent the entire pre-game on the stream talking about all the reasons the Dragons can win, and I couldn't even convince myself of it to change my tip. I've gone for the Broncos, and now I look like a complete idiot. No, it's okay, Em. It's not your fault. I just got overly excited about the marijuana. I do that. That is not your fault at all. This is all on me. This is all on me, this one. Oh, God. 26 points to 6, the kick to come. This is an absolute schmozzling. The curse of facing the Panthers in the grand final continues. It seems. If you play the Panthers in the grand final, you're pretty much assigning yourself to a shithouse season the next year. Flanagan from the sideline puts it right down the middle. Bulldogs, Michelle. Bulldogs. I don't think anyone could seriously begrudge a return to form for the Bulldogs. So that would be my suggestion. Out of the options available, Broncos get us back underway. 28 points to 6 at Suncorp. Christ alive. I can't believe what we're witnessing. This would be the most almighty. I mean, this would be a bigger comeback than Jesus from the dead. If the Broncos managed to steal this one. 28 points to 6. A big charge upfield now from Taylor Mariner. Fifth and last. Flanagan puts it high. Lost forward here from the Broncos. That'll be 6 more tackles. Oh no, still fifth and last, but numbers to burn to the right. The Dragons just need to draw and pass. They'll be in again. But Max Fangai has gone and screwed this up worse than you'll ever see anything screwed up in your entire life. Oh, the Dragons had a try in the making there. Draw and pass was all that needed to happen. And Fangai loses it. 5 out from the Broncos line. What a let-off. Broncos. What a let-off that was. Through the hands now. Sailor puts the step on. Goes up over halfway. Hey, look. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. We all know that I don't like the Broncos. Oh, Tristan Sailor. Jesus. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was about to say, we all know that I don't like the Broncos, so I'm not patronizing you, Broncos supporters, when I say there's plenty of time left. But then when Tristan Sailor goes and drops the ball cold like that, under no pressure from an offload, the writing may be well and truly on the wall. Yeah. Tristan Sailor just dropped it cold, under no pressure. Scrum down Dragons. Wow. Short side. Leilua. Dummies. Takes the tackle on halfway. Oopsie. Into Broncos territory they go. Flanagan to Leilua. Quick pass out to Sully. Loses the ball. Broncos will get the ball. .31.5 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, look, okay, before Tristan Sailor made that error, I was going to say, like, there's time enough. There's time. It would be a huge, huge comeback. Obviously, this is a lot to turn around in this game. But, I mean, it's not over, this game. And even if this game is over, like Broncos supporters, it's so congested, it's so tight in that sort of 6 to 14 region on the table. I think from memory. Oh god, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. Penalty to the Broncos. Oh, they get away with that. They get away with that atrocious piece of play. The Dragons are going to challenge it. Kevy Walters just looks resigned up there in the coach's box. That is not Coke Zero in that bottle that Pat Carrigan's swigging from. I assure you, there is pretty much straight bourbon in that. Do not, for the love of Christ, tell me the Broncos got a penalty here for Jordan Ricky getting tackled. Jordan Ricky is 5 meters in front of that pass, which was clearly cut out behind him. The penalty is surely not for Jordan Ricky being contacted in defense. Challenge successful by the Dragons, as it should be. That was surely not what the penalty was for. The challenge was successful. I'm just talking bollocks. I'm assuming that the challenge was not for the contact on Jordan Ricky. I mean, you would bloody goddamn hope that it wasn't. Through the hands now, go the Dragons. Leilua up over halfway. 29.5 minutes remain. I'm just devastated at myself for not changing my tip. Bangai steps back in field. By the way, James, if you're still out there, you went Titans Dragons, right? And UFC went Eels Broncos. You'll be tied with him after this game. James, if you're out there, Bungholio. How's that for some good news? Michelle says Dan Ganane has a voice like nails on a chalkboard. I'm not... Look, I hate to... Oh, God, you've opened up a can of worms, Michelle. Because I hate to hang shit on broadcasters. But I really don't know how they get the job. Dan Ganane, Matthew Thompson as well. Very similar sounding motherfuckers. Yeah? Don't know how they get the gig. Yeah, just not. And it's not my place to say, but just not commentary voices, either of them. Dan Ganane, Matthew Thompson, just fucking terrible. And this isn't even. And the reason, Michelle, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you realize and understand. But the reason that I don't hang shit on these guys is because I'm doing a YouTube channel. You know, we're doing a YouTube channel with commentary, so I don't like to take the piss out of other commentary, but they are fucking terrible, aren't they? They're really, really bad. Fifth and last, Flanagan puts the kick up. Sailor's under it. Sailor takes it a metre out from his own try line and brings it back for the Broncos. But yes, 100% bring back Rabs. Rabs could still go, I reckon. Penalty to the Broncos. Yeah, I reckon you could do that, Michelle. I do reckon you could do that. Voice filters. Yeah, just voice filter Rabs. But I just, yeah, but you know what I'm saying though, chat room? Like, I really don't like to criticize. But, you know what I'm saying, chat room, yeah? Like, Dan Ganane and Matt Thompson are just so cringe. Tapau beats the first tackle. This is a penalty now for the Broncos. Again, on the halfway line. Oh, the comeback's on. The comeback's on, Broncos supporters. The comeback is on. Oh, wait, I thought the Broncos got a penalty. Sorry. The Dragons got a penalty. All right. See, this is why I'm no good, because I get everything wrong. I was getting all the Broncos excited in the chat room, thinking they got a penalty, but I think the penalty's actually gone. Oh, no, the penalty did go to the Broncos. All right. Christ alive. It was a penalty to the Broncos. There we go. Okay. Gus would be okay if he had anything interesting / helpful to add to the mix. Are you joking? Are you taking the piss, Michelle? Ezra Mann breaks through and reaches out and plants the ball over the try line. And it's a try for the Broncos. Ezra Mann, one of the smallest motherfuckers on the field, has fought his way through a few defenders. One-on-one with Terrell Sloan, beats him. A couple of Dragons get in with a really piss-weak attempt at support tackling. And Ezra Mann, honestly, one of the smallest guys on the field, has proved to be a powerhouse and reaches out and plants it down. 28-10 kick to come. I'm just saying, Michelle, the sheer insolence the single greatest rugby league mind in the game that's not afraid to say it how it is. And you have the audacity to sit there in the chat room and say, if he had anything relevant to say. I know that's not the word you used, but I'm summing it up concisely. The most knowledgeable motherfucker in the game, who is very rarely wrong about anything, by the way. And you're like, if he had anything relevant to say, are you joking? Pardon me? Pardon me? To quote Reg Reagan. Unbelievable. Well, I'm sorry that not everybody on the commentary team can be as knowledgeable as your beloved Billy Slater. Jesus. All right. Conversion successful from Katoni Staggs, and the Broncos hit back. It's 28 points to 12. And the Broncos bring it back to halfway. Ezra Mam out the back to Saylor. Saylor steps in field, beats the defense, gets the offload away to Moser. And Moser takes the tackle, 20 out from the line. Quick play the ball. Down the short side they go. The big D puts the grubber kick in, and Tyrrell Sloan picks up the loose ball. Dragons have it back. Still plenty of time left in this game, by the way. So much time left in this contest. 16 points the difference. It is still a long way back, but the Broncos are not out of this one yet. Fifth tackle here for the Dragons. Marshke puts the kick up from inside the 40. They let it bounce, the Broncos. Dangerous stuff there. Big defense close to the touchline. Flirting with danger there. The Broncos taken over the sideline. And it's a penalty to the Broncos. Dragging the tackle player. They're going to challenge. They are going to challenge. Dragons will challenge this call. Was he tackled? We need to go back further than that. We surely need to go back further than that. Challenge unsuccessful. Okay. Hey, Ains, I'm all about the captains. The Captain Morgan spiced gold. It doesn't get any better than that. Gamer Boy 210 says Knights or Sea Eagles tomorrow. Manly, all the way. Easy. Easy win for Manly tomorrow. Broncos now. Still a lot of time to go. 21 and a half minutes left in this game. 16 points the difference. Yes, indeed, Mackenzie. We've got, as we still try and establish the team that you're going to support, we've got tomorrow Manly Sea Eagles versus the Newcastle Knights. But I think we're pretty sold on you going for Melbourne. Cut out pass now to Arthurs. They get a 6 again here, the Broncos. Tackle one. Down the short side. Staggs wrestles his way towards the line. He's held up and driven backwards. Tackles up the sleeve, though, for the Broncos. The comeback is well and truly on. Hetherington to Tapau in midfield. They just set up another tackle. This game is far from over. Far from over. Crash ball here for Willison. Willison goes close. Half a metre short on tackle 4. Plenty of time left on the clock. And they've got their tails up now, the Broncos. Ezra Merriman at first receiver. To Saylor. Saylor with the cutout pass to Oates. Oates dives for the try line. But the defence from the Dragons forces him over the sideline. Great defence from the Dragons. Ravalawa gets the shove on Corey Oates. It was on there for the Broncos, though. There is still 20 minutes to go in this game. Not for 1 second do I think that this game is over. The Broncos are still in this. If the Dragons score next, it's probably over. Well and truly over. But at the moment, big defense there on Ravalawa. He has been absolutely folded in half by Pierre Corder. Dragons really struggling to find meters here. Big defense for the Broncos. The Broncos have stepped up big time here defensively. Took them long enough. Jesus. Marshke gets the kick away. 19 and a half minutes to go. Oates takes it on the full, returns it to the 40-metre line. That's tackle 1. $19 remaining. Quick play the ball here. Broncos getting each other's way. Moser, nowhere to go. Has to surrender in the tackle. Oh, God. Yeah, that was just me realizing I'm out of drinks. Rogers takes it to the line. Slow play the ball. Scrappy play the ball. Called a knock on. Oh, they'll challenge this, the Broncos. If they have a challenge remaining, they might not have a challenge remaining. I don't think they have a challenge remaining, the Broncos. Oh, there's a cheeky boot there from the Dragons, yeah? No, I don't think. Yeah, they don't have a challenge left, the Broncos. Not that it would have mattered, because that was not... yeah, they wouldn't have won that anyway. Dragons, Scrumpy. Yes, indeed. Ains, State of Origin, decider. It's happening. It is indeed. Richard Trainer says James Bracey is the bucktooth. What is his name? Oh, I don't mind James Bracey. No, honestly. And again, like I've said, I usually refrain from saying so, but yeah, Dan Canane and Matt Thompson. Terrible. I don't mind James, but James Bracey's fine. James Bracey, at least as a co-host on podcasts. Saylor offloads to Staggs. Staggs is away upfield. Beats Sloan. Still going Staggs. Puts the foot down. Goes for the corner. Marshke is chasing, but Staggs dives over in the corner and scores. Oh, the Broncos are back, baby. It's on. 28 points to 16. The kick to come. 16 and a half minutes to go. This one is far from over. Tristan Saylor. He's had a shit game for, 56 minutes. And his best moment in the game is set up a try that brings them right back into this contest. 28-16 kick to come. Conversion missed by Katoni Staggs. And it remains 28-16, but still 15 and a half minutes to go. There is still time left in this contest. Yeah, I don't mind James. Nothing wrong with James Bracey. It's just Ganane and Thompson that I just don't understand. As Marshke leaves the field here for the Dragons, they're starting number 7. And Matt Thompson on the Gus podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ, shut up, mate. Like, if you wish, honestly, if you wish that you could be listening to a podcast and have a mute button, it was made for Matthew Thompson. Like, shut the fuck up, mate. We are here to listen to Gus, not you panting and laughing over the top of everything he tries to say, you great big galoot. Anyway, like I said, not trying to hang shit on either. Ezra Mam puts the grubber kick in. The Broncos are well and truly on top here. The kick from Ezra Mam sits up in the end goal, and Tyrrell Sloan will tap it dead for a goal line dropout. The Broncos are coming home with a wet sail. Oh, Marty Tapau getting a nice little rub down on the sideline. Dragons go short with the restart. It finds the 10. Broncos come down with it though. Rogers, I think, has got it in midfield. No, that's not Rogers at all. That's Tyson Smoothie. Tackle 1. 13 and a half minutes to go. 10 meters out. You've got to hang on, Mackenzie, because we're hanging out after this. We're post-stream hanging. 6 again for the Broncos. The comeback is well and truly on here. Ezra Merman at first receiver. Feeds it on to Pierre Quarter. A couple of meters out. Still 13 minutes to go. Plenty of time left to steal this one. Mam again at first receiver to Smoothie. Through the hands they go. Here's Staggs. Beats one. Gets the arms free and it's intercepted by Jacob Little. That's a big play, that one, with 12 to go. A big, big play. Forcing the pass there, the Broncos playing catch-up. As they have to do, of course, in this scenario. 12 and a half minutes to go. Dragons rush through that set. Get the kick away from inside the 40. Oates will take it on the full, and the Broncos have it back. Well, Michelle, in fairness, I suppose. Look, I'm not approving or disapproving. I guess I'm just saying, like, in fairness, when I first heard about it, okay, so put it up on screen. Michelle's talking about Candace being brought in to commentate on the NRL. Well, commentate on the NRL. When I first heard about it, I was like, what the actual... Yeah. But when I tuned in and realized her position, it's like not necessarily that bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Like, it's not like they threw it in to commentate or give any opinion one way or the other. She is literally just there to play host and be that middle person that puts the conversation. That's all she's there. She is there to sit there, read the teleprompter, and guide the conversation. She is not giving any insight at all. Oh, penalty here to the Dragons. Taken without the ball, says the referee. Yeah, because my first reaction was like, honestly, if she's here to actually give us any sort of insight that we're supposed to take as relevant, this is ridiculous. But no, I realized pretty quickly what she's there for. She is just there to steer the conversations along. Her job is basically sit on screen and look pretty. The Dragons are going to take the 2 here. 28-16. Yeah, okay. 12 points ahead. They're going to put this out to a 14-point lead with Kyle Flanagan if he pops this one over. With 9 minutes to go. Flanagan moves in, strikes it well, it's on target. Over it goes, and the Dragons lead 30 points to 16. Notice this, Ahoy. Eight and a half minutes remaining. Dragons putting the hurt on the Broncos here. Broncos go short with the restart. And they come down with a Corey Oates. 25 out from the Dragons line. Can they hit back here, the Broncos? In midfield, Rogers to Mam. To Staggs. 5 out, tackle 3. Rogers feeds it on now to Jensen. Wrapped up in midfield. That's tackle 4. 10 meters out here, the Broncos. Mam in at first receiver again. Smoothie takes tackle 5. from dummy half. And reaching out and barging over as Blake Moser gets the ball down. Blake Moser with 7.5 minutes to go will score the try. It's 30-20, kick to come. 7.5 minutes to go. Moser does the job. I really did think he had ballsed that up. He went on his own. He took the chance. Had to make the moment count, and he did. Mr. Gillies. Ahoy there, mate. When are you coming around for drinks, you son of a bitch? Conversion successful, and it's 30 points to 22. 8 points the difference. 6 minutes 50 to go. Dragons get us back underway. Sailor takes it. Moser to Rogers. Rogers with the cutout pass to Mam. To the Big D. Big D puts the step on. Well wrapped up there by Jack Bird. 30 metres out from their own line here, the Broncos. 6 minutes remaining. Tackle 3. Running out of time here, the Broncos. Oh, God. Who's that? He's lost his pants. Hetherington. Kick from Mam in behind the line. Ravalawa's got it at the back. Well taken by Moser. Oh, Jesus. Everything's behind there on the scoreboard. Dragons have it. 5 minutes remain. Tackle 2. 10 out from their own line. It'll update eventually. $30 points to 22, I can tell you it is, with 5.5 minutes remaining. Dragons ball up to the 30. Good run from dummy half here by Little. 5th and last on halfway. Kick in behind the Broncos, sits up for Sailor. Sailor has it, brings it back to the 20. Offloads, dangerous offload. But now driven backwards. Oh, it was a suicidal offload. It really was. And then driven backwards in the tackle. Broncos now 15 out from their own line with 5 minutes remaining. $40 meters out. Moser, flat pass to say the least there to Corey Jensen. That's the 5th and last on halfway. Rogers, short ball there to Ricky. Ricky back to Staggs. Staggs puts the chip kick in over the top. It's taken by the Dragon. Oh, Christ, yeah. Taken by the Dragons at the back. 4 minutes remain. And I'd say the Dragons have got this one in the bag. You'd have to think they're looking pretty good now. DeBellin, 30 out. Dragons looking to put more hurt here on the Broncos. Flanagan will just kick for the sideline. Finds it. Controlling the field position. 3.5 minutes to go. Flanagan. Shane Flanagan's off. Shane Flanagan Off he goes to the back of the coach's box. He is not happy. Shane Flanagan has taken his leave of absence from the coach's box. For some reason, he should be happy. They have come to Fortress Suncorp. Okay, it's an under-strength Broncos team, but they have come to Fortress Suncorp, and they have comprehensively, really, don't let the 8 points differential fool you. They have come to Suncorp, and they have put a bloody performance on the Broncos here at their Fortress Suncorp. 2.5 minutes remain. Moser goes on a dart. Keeping alive here, the Broncos. Rogers fires it out to Staggs. Staggs has got some space. Staggs goes on his own and scores. Oh, it's not over. It is not over. Katoni Staggs rolls over the try line. Roly-poly scores the try. 30 points to 26. 2 minutes to go. You knock back the attempted conversion, surely. Oh, time goes off inside the last 5 minutes. So never mind. Time is off for the last 5 minutes. In 2024. Katoni Staggs with another. $30 points to 26. The conversion to come. The Broncos will have one last set. Regardless of the result of this conversion, they will have one last set. Time continues to run down, but still, time will be off. Conversion is hooked across the face of the post. Misses. 30 points to 26. 1 minute 47 to go. The Broncos will have one set of 6 from the restart. I mean, surely the Dragons don't go short with this. Surely the Dragons put it deep. Broncos will have one full set to go the length of the field and try and steal this one away from the Dragons, which would just be, oh God, honestly, if the Broncos stole this game, it'd be so, what's the word? Undeserving. Dragons, get us back underway. 1 minute 40 seconds to go. Broncos, a full set of 6 to go the length of the field. Rogers to Man. Man puts the kick in on tackle 1, and the Dragons come down with it. Ezra Mam has completely lost his goddamn mind. He's focused on those bananas in the changing room. And that's the game for the Dragons. They had a full set of 6, and he put the kick in on tackle 1, Ezra. What was he thinking? Honestly. He just handed the game to the Dragons. And the Dragons score. DeBellin charged. Oh, he's been held up, DeBellin. He's been turned on his back and held up. But unbelievable. The Broncos had a full set of 6 to work their way upfield and score a try. Ezra Mam kicks on tackle 1. Unbelievable. $40 seconds to go, and the Dragons have it. It does indeed, Ains. It sums up the Broncos this season. Ezra Mam. Oh, take it all back, Ezra. Broncos have the ball, though, with 30 seconds to go. Well, if the kick was on, we would have called him a magician, but it fucking wasn't on, was it, Michelle? Ever. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, if it was. If the kick was on, we would have said that, but it was never on. Cut out pass now to Jesse Arthurs, who spills it backwards. No, you don't got to roll the dice. You've got a full set of 6 available to you. Just try and steal the game. You kick on tackle 1. You're fucking kidding me. You've got to roll the dice on play 1. On play 5, maybe. Jesus Christ. Maybe you should take over from Kevy, Michelle. Maybe you should take over from Kevy Walters in the coaching gig. You roll the dice on play 4 or 5, not play 1 when you've got a full set of 6 to work with. Full time here, the Dragons have held on to win. Good Lord, I don't know. The Dragons. I didn't change. We did an entire pre-game. An entire pre-stream game. We did about all the reasons that the Dragons could win. And we still didn't change our tip to the Dragons. No. We stuck with the Broncos, and it was still on. Honestly, it was still on. It was still a chance. It was still on there for the Dragons, but Ezra Mam decides to kick on play 1. And apparently Broncos supporters approve of the kick on play 1. If you listen to Michelle in the chat room, she's like, you gotta roll the dice. Well, no fucking wonder they're 13th on the ladder right now, if that's their mindset. Jesus. H. Christ. A crossfield kick on play 1. Fuck me. No wonder they're down in the bloody doldrums, if that's their mindset. And the Dragons go into the top 8, temporarily at least, because when Manly win tomorrow against the Knights, they'll go above them and push the Dragons back down to 9th. So, but anyway, yeah, Dragons temporarily up into the top 8. The Broncos, it's the curse of facing the Panthers in the grand final, isn't it? You faced the Panthers in the grand final. Hello. Hi. How are you? You face the Panthers in the grand final. You are inevitably shit the next year. Sports Baby says hopeless. Just hopeless. Oh man, I tipped the Broncos. I never tipped the Broncos. I tipped the Broncos. They go and lose. Ah, God. Unbelievable. Really, actually, legitimately unbelievable. All right. Ways to World of Sports. Thank you so much for your company. As always, we'll hang out on Discord, yeah? We'll hang out on Discord for a bit. Mackenzie, hit me up on Instagram, yes? We'll play some, we'll play some games. All right. Thank you so much for your company for this one. The Dragons, I cannot believe it. All the reasons that we gave for the Dragons winning this game, and we didn't change our tip at the last second. Unbelievable. All right. Mackenzie, see you on Discord. Everyone else, thank you so much for your company. We'll catch you next time on the Wasted World of Sports. Until then, cheers.
I'm not rapping now.